Welcome to Driven to Excel, a four-part series on mentoring presented by the NAFA Fleet Management Association. I'm your presenter, Cecilia Sepp. This is episode 4, how mentees can get the most out of your mentoring relationship. We're going to talk about some things that you can do, some ways you can work with your mentor, and we're going to talk a little bit about the MentorMatch program that NAFA Fleet Management Association launched in 2020. You've already shown that you are committed to having a successful career because you already joined NAFA. So what we want to help you do with this episode is learn how you can connect with somebody else who maybe has more experience or knowledge in an area of fleet management, and how you can connect with that person and you can learn from them. Before we dig into that part of the episode, let's do a quick recap of what mentoring is. We talk about this in episode 1, but I'd like to present this a little differently from the mentee point of view. Mentoring is the passing on of knowledge from an experienced individual to a less experienced individual. So that hasn't really changed whether you're a mentor or a mentee. But I also like to remind you, your mentor doesn't have to actually be older than you. A mentor is a person who has experience or knowledge that can help you develop as a person, a professional, and move your career ahead. So don't think that your mentor necessarily has to be older than you. They just need to be wiser. And mentoring also means that there's an individual out there who's willing to share with you their knowledge and experience so you can benefit. So think about it from this perspective. Have you ever asked yourself, oh, if I only knew then what I know now? Well, having a mentor means you have a person you can ask those questions. So if you have a question about which direction to take, which way to go, or you just need somebody to help talk through a problem, that's what a mentor is willing to do for you. It's actually a wonderful gift that one person gives to another, and so it should be cherished and appreciated in that spirit. So what can you expect from your mentor? Generally, you can expect help, support, and advice, because that's what mentors are there for. They can't do it for you, but they can be there to help you do it better and smarter. They can also share with you some of those mistakes they've already made in life and maybe help you avoid those. But that's why they're here. They want to help. They want to share what they already know so you can benefit from it. And they also want to learn from you. They want to see their experience through fresh eyes, and that gives them more learning and knowledge as well. So it's a very beneficial two-way relationship. So your mentor is going to be there to guide you, support you, answer questions for you, and give you examples of how they've handled similar situations in the past. So that's really what you should expect from a mentor. And maybe they'll buy you a cup of coffee once in a while. So who does mentoring help? Now, if you're a person who wants to be a mentee and you're seeking a mentor, obviously you're going to benefit, and that's who mentoring is going to help in your life, is you, first of all. But what you may not think about is that mentoring is going to help everybody in the profession if they participate in it or not. So for example, if you find a mentor and you become better as a professional, then that means your profession is going to be elevated because somebody made the commitment to learn, to benefit, and to do more by working with somebody else. So it will make you a better person. It will make your profession better. It can improve an industry, and it's going to help you now and in the future. Because as you build your own experience, the learning that you carry forward from your mentor is going to increase and have more value because you will have a larger context in which to view it. The knowledge and expertise that your mentor is sharing with you is going to live on into the future through you, because not only will you carry it forward for yourself, hopefully you will become a mentor in the future and pass that learning on to another person. You can also build a lifelong friendship with your mentor. Now, does that mean they'll always be in a mentoring relationship with you and in that sort of more formal aspect? Not necessarily, but we all do ask our friends for advice from time to time. But that's a great thing that you can do, is you can make a real connection with somebody and find out that you have a lot of things in common besides your shared career path. And as a mentee, you're going to benefit from the support and guidance of your mentor. And that is who mentoring helps. It helps you in your everyday life, but it's also going to help you in your future life, and it's going to help make your profession a better profession, and that means you are going to benefit today, tomorrow, and in the long term. So when it comes to mentoring, what you need to keep in mind is that your career is in your hands. And by finding a mentor, that means you're committed to having a career that is going to grow and have successes and help you move through your career into the different areas you want to explore. Maybe you want to own your own company someday. Maybe you just want to get into a senior position. Whatever that is, your career's in your hands. And so by choosing to have a mentor, that means your career is going to be that much better. And that means you're showing that you want to take control of your destiny. And your mentor is there to help you. So the first thing you need to do is you need to commit. This is where successful mentoring relationships start. Don't be one of those mentees who says you want to have a mentor, but then you don't put in the time and effort to really make the relationship work. That is really important. If somebody agrees to be your mentor, they're agreeing to show up for you. They're agreeing to give you time. They're agreeing to share what they've learned in their life with you. So make sure that you make a real solid commitment. You have to be all in if you really want to get a lot out of your mentoring relationship. Your mentor is there to help you improve, find success, get training if you need it. They're going to motivate you. They're going to work with you. But most importantly, they're going to inspire you because they're going to see in you maybe some things you don't see. You're going to see in your mentor things you want to emulate. So you have to be all in. You have to be present. You have to really pay attention and focus in this relationship. That is the best way to get something out of it. It all starts with commitment. Commit to be better. Commit to show up. Commit not to waste your mentor's time. Prepare. You have to put in the time. It's not just the time showing up for the meetings. It's the time getting ready for the meetings. Whether you're meeting with your mentor in person, on the phone, or in a video conference call, you need to know ahead of time what you want accomplished. Don't waste your time or your mentor's time. Always know what topic you want to talk about, and always know how long about you think you want to talk. If you can only talk for 30 minutes, or your mentor's only available for 30 minutes, pick a topic you can get through in 30 minutes. Don't just chat with your mentor. Now, I'm not saying not to chat with your mentor. That's important too, because that's how you build a relationship. You've got to get to know each other. But don't schedule a mentoring session with your mentor unless you're ready. Don't waste time. Again, you're wasting your time and the mentor's time if you're not ready. You have to have an idea of what you want to get out of any mentoring relationship. Now, whether that's getting a promotion, that's just learning more about an industry you just entered, or figuring out what you maybe want to do in 3 years, you need to know that going in. Your mentor is there to help you figure that out. If you need to figure that out, that's what your topic is. Share. You have to be open with your mentor. One of the things about getting a mentor is you can find someone outside of the organization where you're currently working. And I highly encourage that simply because you can be more comfortable talking about things that you feel might hold you back at the office. Or maybe you're not comfortable talking to somebody you see every day about. Maybe you have concerns about your future. You might not want to tell that to your direct supervisor, but you could tell that to a mentor and they'll get it. And they're not going to hold it against you at work or in any other part of your life. So be open with your mentor. You have to risk feeling uncomfortable. One of the things about a mentoring relationship is you're probably going to explore some things that maybe you don't say out loud very often. Whether it's concerns about your career path, maybe you're feeling that you're not ready to move forward, maybe you don't know why you're not moving forward. And again, these are not necessarily topics you want to talk with somebody you work with every day about. But having a mentor means you can create a space where you can feel uncomfortable and you can say those things out loud. And that mentor is going to be there to listen, support you, offer advice and guidance, and whatever else you might need to help you get through that point in life. But you have to risk. You have to risk being vulnerable. You have to risk trusting someone else. And again, you have to risk feeling uncomfortable, because if we want to change and move forward and excel, that means we have to look at ourselves and we have to say, what could I do differently? And that's why it's great to have a mentor, because they can talk you through those things and show you that you are on the right path, that you can do it. And maybe all you need to do is take a course or read a book. Develop. You need to partner with your mentor in order to figure these things out. That means you're going to sit down and you're going to talk with the mentor about what it is you want to accomplish and what your goals are. And then that mentor is going to talk through with you if they can continue to be the best mentor for you. You have to be open to learning in a mentoring relationship. So you may find a mentor and you may have a great learning curve for 3 to 6 months. But then you kind of get to that 6-month mark and you and the mentor realize that mentor can't really help you anymore. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you have to end that relationship. It just means you may need to go on and find another mentor. You may need to have 2 or 3 mentors depending on what your goals are, and you meet with them as often as you need to develop the different areas you want to work on. But that means you have to be open to learning everything about what you want to do in your career, and then ask those questions of the mentor. And a mentor who's really involved in paying attention will realize they've gotten to the point where they can't help you any longer. So if a mentor says to you one day, I think it's time for us to end our mentoring relationship, don't be insulted. It means they realize you have hit a point where you need a different kind of assistance, you need a different kind of learning, you need a different kind of expertise to learn from. So that just means they're looking out for you. And again, that doesn't mean you never talk to them again. You're connected. That means maybe you talk with them every once in a while. Maybe you do stay in regular touch, especially if you're local. But maybe you just don't have a formal mentoring relationship anymore. So be open to learning, and being open to learning means you may need to learn that your mentor is not the best mentor any longer. Because the goal here is to partner with your mentor to develop you to be the best professional you can be, and also become the kind of person you would like to be. And that means acknowledging that sometimes everything has to come to an end. And then you need to serve. Mentoring is also a call to service, because in the future, it's going to be your turn to mentor. A mentor serves you by sharing, and then it's going to be your turn to become a mentor to someone else. Step up and be a mentor when that time comes. You might be mentoring someone right now and not even realize it. It may not be a formal relationship. But in a few years after you've been mentored and you've started to develop and grow your career, look around and see how you can help someone else. Be a mentor in the future, because this is a cyclical relationship and all mentors have their own mentors. You may not think about it that way, because when you're in a mentoring relationship with someone, you kind of look up to them and you think, someday I might want to be like that person or have a similar career path. Well, that person got to be a mentor because they got mentored by other people and they saw the benefit of it. And for any of us in any profession to be as good as we can be, we have our own mentors that we talk to. Some people may call it their kitchen cabinet. Some people may call it their circle of influence. But we all have mentors in our life, no matter how old we are. So when it's your turn, step up and mentor someone. We can't necessarily future-proof everything because nobody knows what's going to happen. But we can make the future better for everyone by participating in the mentoring program, especially here at NAFA Fleet Management Association. The industry is facing a lot of changes very quickly all around the world, and you can be part of making sure that everyone is ready for that future. And so that's what future-proof means. You can be ready for the future, help other people get ready for the future, and you can make the future better for the whole profession. And NAFA has the tool to help you do that, and that is the MentorMatch program. MentorMatch is also an online tool that you can access from the NAFA.org website. It's part of your membership. There's no additional fee for it. And if you go and watch episode 2, that is a review of the entire MentorMatch system and how it works and how you can use it to find a mentor. And in the future, find your own mentees. So check out the MentorMatch program at the NAFA.org website. You can sign up for the mentor program using community.nafa.org/mentoring/enroll-mentor. If you want to know more about the program or just have some other questions you'd like to talk through, contact Chris Goyette. She's the Senior Manager of Chapter, Industry, and Community Relations at NAFA. You can email her at cgoyette@nafa.org, or you can give her a call, 609-986-1047. Thank you for joining us for episode 4 of Driven to Excel. And we hope that you participate in the MentorMatch program and that you find your next mentor. Thanks for joining us.